EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storyline. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they were ringing them down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Tyler. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Tyler. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Tyler. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Well, the silver lining.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they show jet sweep it instead, or run up the middle here. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the 7-yard line.
Through the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Tyler. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Harrison Butker rounds with a field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open weekend coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Back to throw here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Browns send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The New York set to take the field. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Back to throw. Tyler. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Tyler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, New York.
Looking to throw. Tyler. That's caught. Jack Besh with it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50.
On 1st down, it's Griffin. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. Tyler. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
Off the play fake. Tyler. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
From the gun on 3rd down. Tyler. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. The Knights pick up of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Off play action. Tyler. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 4-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll go with a keeper. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage.
Giants 1st down. 1st and goal, New York.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Off the play fake, Tyler. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Tyler. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hill. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll try and do that, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now 3rd down and 7.
83. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Fernandez. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. will try and do this himself. And the Giants are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Butker on target. And that makes our score 17-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Tyler. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Tyler. And he will find his man on the outside.
A gain of 4 yards.
Halftime coming up. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brings up third down and 13.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Tyler. He finds his man, complete. That's Fernandez. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
A gain of 34 yards. First down, New York.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun. Tyler. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw. Tyler. Quick hitter here, it's complete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Tyler. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
A 43-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On the left side, a catch by Wayne. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
A give up the middle, Jenkins.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Leonard. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
An inside run with Jenkins.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
That's good for a Browns. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Quinshon Judkins,
his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Tyler. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And the Giants send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I share my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Pearson. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Giants' 29-yard line.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, right back to Jenkins. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Slant to Adams. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jenkins. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
At the 6-yard line.
On the draw, it's Jenkins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Crenshaw Jenkins with career touchdown number 70. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain.
They'll try and sneak it here.
And he will have a Giants first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Now 2nd and 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Tyler. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns 39.
Back to throw. Tyler. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
So that, Charles, obviously just a game-changer here this 4th quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll work up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball, trying to salt things away, to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score.
Oh, look at the juke.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Looking to throw. Tyler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Giants.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Once again, Jenkins.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Taken down at the 41. 10 yards on the pickup.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll give it to Judkins.
Shifts past him at the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Oh, no, he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On third down, here's Jenkins.
I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
4-yard gain brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Looking to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
15-yard line.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one.